Ah yes, the compactor model 1750 is playing some jazz music for us. So, today, we have a Dell Optiplex GX270. I used to have a GX250 and a GX280. Both those computers are gone now. I sold the GX250. The GX280 I sold for that Dell Latitude D600. I don't really like the person that I gave it to because, well, they lie a lot. They told me that the RAM died in it. I said to them that the RAM stick that was in that GX280 was brand new. I just bought that RAM stick. And they said, well, it's dead and my computer won't turn on. I told them, well, guess what? The laptop that you gave me has a busted screen hinge and a dead battery. A battery that doesn't even charge. I said, so you're stuck with a busted computer, buddy. So, like, I don't really like that person because, well, they gave me so much bullshit and they kept emailing me asking for parts. Do you have a 256 megabyte video card? Do I have a 52x DVD burner? And I'm like, I'm not that high tech, buddy. I said that I'm a vintage person, not a super high-tech person. So that person's gone now. I blocked them in my email account, so they are unable to send me emails anymore. So this is a GX270. The only thing I like about it really is it comes with a Dell symbol. Every single high school student at my high school or any other in Canada always pops these little things off and puts them somewhere. God knows where. I'm a high school student and I respect the equipment that's there. I don't take the doors off. I don't pop the symbols off. I just leave them. You know, it's a computer. You know, it does work for us. The only thing that's missing from this computer is the floppy drive. Some bastard took it out of there. I don't know who. But it's a funny story on how I got this computer. It was on a rainy day, like today. It is raining like crazy out there. But it was a cold, rainy, yucky day. And I couldn't wait for that bell to ring so that way I could get the hell out of school. Because I just wanted to go home and take a big nap. I didn't want to do anything else. All I wanted to do was go home and have a nap. Because I was so damn tired. But one of my friends asked me if I could go to the Source with them. It's a little store that we have here in Canada. I'm pretty sure you guys in the United States have that, the Source. Because I know there's some stores there that we don't have, that you guys do have. So, my friend asked me if we could go to the Source. And I was like, well, I'm kind of tired and I was looking forward to going home, not to go anywhere else. But they said, it will be real fast, trust me. And I was like, my God. So, I said yes. And we left the school after the bell rang. And the resource center was right next to the building. And we were heading right past the resource center. And I said, well, let me stop in and say hi to the guys there. Like, all the staff members over at the resource center, like, they're really nice people and they're friends with me, so all I wanted to do was just stop in and say hi. I had no intentions of picking up any computers at all. Besides, I was so tired. I didn't think I had the energy to carry any of them. I walk in and I say hi, and they said, "Hey, you're just on time. We have a computer for you." I'm like, "Oh, that's wonderful." So they brought the computer out, and I was like, "Well, now that you guys brought it out here, I might as well carry it home." This computer also comes with this Dell LCD monitor, this Logitech keyboard, and a Danex wireless mouse. But I just took the computer tower and then, or the desktop computer, and then carried these home the next day, which was a sunny day, of course. Just before we left the resource center, I put some hand sanitizer on, which was one of the most biggest mistakes I've ever made in my life, especially on a rainy day. Any other day you can wear hand sanitizer as long as it's not raining. So I carry the computer, I go outside, it starts raining. The computer was getting all wet, my hands were getting all wet and slippery. Hand sanitizer and rain do not mix. It makes it really hard for you to hold something, such as a computer, and there's always that little thought of dropping the computer with slippery hands. So I carried this computer all the way from the resource center all the way down to the source. I jaywalked across the street with busy traffic, trying not to drop the computer. I'm all soaking wet from head to toe, and we finally made it. We go inside the source, and the guy sees me all soaking wet. And he sees the computer all wet. And I asked him, "Did you have any paper towel at all?" And he said, "Oh yeah, we got some." So he gave me some paper towel. I wiped down the computer. It was all clean from the rain. And my glasses were all soaking wet, so I wiped those down too. But unfortunately, my clothes were still wet, and I just sat there. After, when we were done, we left the source, and I said to my friend that I can't take the long way home. I might as well take the shortcut, because if I take the long way, I probably won't even make it home with this computer. And they were like, "Oh, okay." So I took the shortcut, and it started raining even harder, and my glasses were getting foggier, and they were getting wetter. I tried wiping the rain and the fog off my glasses. Unfortunately, that didn't work. It just made it worse. Since my shirt was all wet, it wasn't really drying it out. I was really lost. I had no idea where I was. I was only able to read 3 signs. One of the signs I recognized. The other 2, not so much. One of my friends lived on the street that I knew, and I just popped over at their house and asked if I could use their phone. They said yes. I called my parents, but unfortunately the answering machine picked up. So my friend offered me a ride home. Made it home, and I just let the computer sit and air dry. I called the friend that walked me to the source to make sure that they made it home okay, and they did. So it was a happy ending. The next day, it was a nice sunny day at the end of school. I walked over to the resource center, picked up the monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and that was it. I come home and turned on the computer, and of course it was okay. There's nothing wet inside. The monitor itself turns on and works. Just gotta wait. Yep, nice and bright. The only problem with it is there's a huge scratch. One of my most biggest pet peeves in the world. I hate that. But it works. Funny story about that. One of the computer technicians almost threw this in the dumpster, and they told me that the screen was cracked, and I said it's just the pixels that are scratched. The screen's absolutely fine. So I plugged it in, turned it on, and told them, see, it works. Isn't it amazing how wasteful we humans are? Well, I was being sarcastic about that. I don't like the fact that we're wasteful. The world would be in a better place if we didn't have so much crap sitting in the landfill. Okay. Every single GX250, 60, 70, 80, 90 models have a new BIOS setting. The old-fashioned take out the CMOS battery and the password's reset, that doesn't work anymore. That's old school. The new way of resetting an administrator password in the BIOS is to take a little chip out. Well, it's not really a chip, it's a jumper. And I'll tell you guys where it is. You see that little green thing there? That little tiny green jumper. That is what saves the administrator password in the BIOS. That's what prevents you from switching the boot options in the BIOS. So, I'm going to use my handy dandy tweezer tool, since my fingers are too fat and pudgy to pick it out. Gonna try to grab it. Oh, fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Oh! That little bastard hit me in the head. Okay, so now we got that little fucker out of there. Pardon my language, but this little bastard made me stay up at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out how to reset the BIOS password. So this little bastard goes bye-bye, and the password in the BIOS is reset. It has been cleared. I don't know why they stopped doing the CMOS battery removal thing. But you can still take the battery out, but it won't clear the passwords. The only thing that will is taking the jumper out. This computer comes with 256 megabytes of RAM. Each stick is 128 megabytes each. And it comes with a 40 gigabyte Seagate hard drive. And it's IDE, not SATA. The GX280 model doesn't have the PS2 mouse and keyboard ports. It only has USB ports, which again is a very big pain in the ass. I'm happy that I have the GX270 model because it has the ports. I don't think I'll be using them because I have a USB mouse and a wireless keyboard. Now, there's currently nothing on this computer yet. I still have to determine what I should put on it. I'll be making a video about this thing running. It's designed for Windows XP Professional Service Pack 3, so I think I'll just put that on instead. Alright, I think we're done. I'll see you guys later, and remember that I'll be uploading a video of this thing running Windows XP. I think that's what I'll put on it. Not sure yet.